And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. July 31st, we are right in the middle of training camp. A couple days of full padded practices under the belts. It's been extremely hot just all over Florida. My computer on the bottom left says heat advisory. It's just been way too damn hot. I'm pretty sure it gets hotter every year. It just gets more and more kind of unbearable. But regardless, the Jaguars are out there, not me. I don't have to play in this kind of heat. I just get to sit inside and basically be a pencil pusher, right? Pressing buttons on a computer, trying to get different numbers to match up. So I don't really have too much to complain about. Hopefully, all you guys are good. It's definitely an exciting time to be here. We got Charlie Boy in the building. It says football is back. LFG. We have Knock Andrew in the building. He says Raiders. I guess he is a Raider fan. We have Kastar. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't see that. We have BB Smith in the building. What's up, man? He says, hope you've been doing well, man. Oh, yeah. Been doing good. But I'm ready to get back into football. You know, the channel will get back into the swing of things here pretty soon. You know, a couple announcements next Tuesday. The AFC South Roundtable is back. Of course, I am representing the Jacksonville Jaguars. So it's a lot of fun until the Jaguars start losing. Then it just becomes honestly kind of annoying. I honestly hate doing it when the Jaguars suck. But when the Jaguars are good, it's a lot of fun to be on there, just talk a lot of smack to other fans of the AFC South, right? And next Wednesday, we have Club Jaguar back. So Club Jaguar, in case you guys don't know, it's a live show between me, Jordan DeLuga from Gen Jag, and Jason from Jaguars United. The show is awesome. I'm really excited to bring that one back. And yeah, once again, hopefully the Jaguars are good, because when the Jaguars are not good, that show honestly seems kind of pointless, because there's nothing to really talk about. I mean, when we suck, it's just like, all right, well, we did bad. What do we want? Do we want to win or lose? It's just not fun. But with that said, it's going to be some new stuff going on. Robert asked to trade for Terry. I don't think so. Not us. In case you guys missed it, Terry McLaurin from the Washington Commanders has, I guess, demanded a trade. Maybe he doesn't like seeing, a guy like Deebo Samuel get paid, but I don't know. Like, I haven't really been paying too much attention to that. But then Terry McLaurin just signed like a pretty big deal last year. Don't really know what's going on there. Jaguars United in the building. Look, it's 6 more days, bro. I'm counting down the days until Club Jaguar is back, okay? So me and Jason can just ask Jordan DeLugo a bunch of questions about what he's seeing at training camp, because I know my ass ain't there, and I know Jason isn't there, but Jordan, he's over here charting Trevor Lawrence's stats, breaking down like turnover-worthy plays and stuff like that. I mean, it's insane. Jordan DeLugo is the best follow right now on Twitter. I can tell you that. So yeah, those are a couple announcements. And, next week, a week from Saturday, it's the Jaguars' first preseason game. I pose you guys this question. When is football season back, in your opinion? When is football season back? To me, football season isn't back until, like, the opening Thursday night football game. The opening Thursday night football game, for me. That's when football is back. I don't think football isn't back tonight, the Hall of Fame game. Well, how many people are actually watching the Hall of Fame game tonight? I saw the clip on Twitter, and I learned that Trey Lance is on the Chargers. So it's not, to me, preseason. Jaguars' first preseason game. I don't know. I honestly hate preseason. I'm excited for next week when the game starts. I'll remember how much I actually hate preseason. So yeah, to me, it's back opening Thursday night football game. And maybe for you guys, it's back when college football is back on. Who knows? So yeah. Now, a couple things I want to talk about. Honestly, there's just a whole bunch of stuff, honestly, like nothing really pressing for me. I mean, training camp just started like last week, so there's nothing too much going on, but I do have a couple of takeaways. The first thing I want to talk about is Eric Armstead. Like, what is going on with Eric Armstead? So Eric Armstead, like, he's participating in like team drills, but he's not doing like he's participating in position drills, I should say, but not doing team drills, not doing like one-on-ones. Like, what's going on there? Like, I'm on board with, hey, you didn't have a very good year last year, but I'm ready to wipe the slate clean. I know the situation wasn't great last year. It is what it is. I'm fine with it, but let's turn over a new leaf. and I'm ready for 2025 to be brand new. Now, keep in mind, he missed the whole entire 2024 preseason and training camp. We didn't see him until week 1 against the Miami Dolphins. And now he's back, and is he injured? I don't understand the whole injury stuff here. They're down to say Monteric Brown is hurt with this, and that, but they don't want to tell us about Mason Smith. They don't want to tell us about Eric Armstead. I don't really understand. Cohen said it was vet treatment, keeping him healthy. Why? Why does he deserve that? Why does he get that, but Josh Hines Allen doesn't get that? Why are we not? He had a terrible year last year. He basically had a redshirt year last year. So I don't know. It's a little bit annoying for me that they're just giving him this break. Now, of course, if he goes out and has a great season, I'm fine with that. It's just a little bit weird to me that they're kind of doing that for him. Another thing, I put in the title of this video, I guess I should talk about it, new RB1. I don't know why I put that. I think it's just because I already had a thumbnail made for it, and it was a cool thumbnail, so I said new RB1. But it's interesting when you actually talk about it, because when you actually, right now, I think Tank Bigsby is the best running back. And, a lot of people will come to Travis Etienne's defense, which, Travis Etienne, he definitely has that injury-plagued kind of connotation to his name. But when you compare Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne, 150 carries, 558 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tank Bigsby, 168 carries, 766 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So you hear the difference there, but the biggest difference to me is 3.7 yards per carry for Travis Etienne, 4.6 yards per carry for Tank Bigsby. Travis Etienne wasn't great last year, and it didn't even have everything to do with him being injured or whatever. It's just he misses holes. I don't know what it was with him last year, but he also is missing a little bit of burst. I'm wondering what his actual role will be with the Jaguars this year, because Tank Bigsby, I think, is a better running back, but also keep in mind the Jaguars wanted to upgrade at running back. If they didn't go out there and trade up for Travis Hunter, I believe that Ashton Genty probably would have been a pick. And even on day 2, they were really wanting to get RJ Harvey from UCF, but they just kind of missed out on him. But they still drafted 2 running backs. They drafted Bashal Tootin, kind of the speedster, and they drafted LaQuint Allen in the 7th round. So I don't think this running back room is rock solid when I think Tank Bigsby would be the week 1 starter, but I think they'll give all the opportunity to allow maybe a Bashal Tootin to potentially be a starter. But Bashal Tootin's another guy that's kind of hobbled right now. He's practicing, but he's a little bit hurt. So who knows? Big Nook Dog says, love the channel. Been listening to a while. Keep up the great content. Thank you. Thank you. Timmy Devil says, Hamilton has been here and hasn't done anything substantial. He's trash and wasting a spot. He's 29, not getting any better. Yeah, and he had that weird injury 2 years ago. Last year he wasn't back, and then now they're kind of hyping him up a lot. Oh, Devon Hamilton looks like he's back. We'll see. I'm in the mode of I'm not trying to really come away with too many takeaways and read too much into what's going on in training camp, right? Trevor Lawrence, oh my God, he's having a great training camp. Okay, cool, but I'm glad to hear that. But at the same time, let's see when the games actually start, right? Because once your offensive line holds up, how are we going to deal with that? Once live bullets are thrown, what are we going to do? And that's kind of my mode with everybody. So we'll see what the running back 1 spot. I think it'll start off with a running back by committee, but I think once the guy gets a hot hand, I think that we'll go with that. And Timmy kind of mentions we should trade Etienne to the Cowboys. They need a running back. I could definitely see Travis Etienne potentially being a trade candidate. I'll be honest with you. But I'm here for Devon Hamilton being back and being good, but we'll see. I feel like I heard the same stuff last year, right? The media tells us this guy's looking good, that guy's looking good. Antonio Baselli will blow smoke up our ass, but we'll see. Josh Allen called Devon Hamilton the best in the league. Hopefully we'll see what he means by that. I'm not, like Timmy Devil said, he's 29 years old. He hasn't had a good year in 2 years. Last year has been down years. Very weird with the back injury. I hope he's great. I really do, but I'm not really going to count on it. So some other like news and notes. It feels like right now that what they're saying is the defensive line is kind of dominating the offensive line, which a lot of times the Jaguars do what they got to do in free agency in the draft when it comes to upgrading on the offensive line, and then we're like, okay, this might be good enough, and then you kind of let it go by. Then when the season kind of comes back, it's like, oh shit, like we really didn't do enough to potentially upgrade on this, right? So right now, Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker are probably better than anybody on the offensive line when it comes to just like pure one-on-ones. But we'll see if there's any wiggle room right now on starting spots. I know Patrick McCarry is unfortunately dealing with an injury right now. So Chuma Edoga is spending some time at right guard. Hopefully Walker. I mean, I really like Walker Little. I just hope he can stay healthy for more than like 3 games in a row. It's been unfortunate for that circumstance. Yeah, then Anton Harrison, like I said, is going to be pushed. Interior offensive line, we'll see if Patrick Hainsey can do anything. I really wonder if Wyatt Milam has any shot to start anywhere. I know the left guard, it's probably going to be Ezra Cleveland's job, but I really wonder if the first guy gets injured, like how much Wyatt Milam is going to really train at center and right guard and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just when it comes to the offensive line, I think a lot of us knew we didn't really do any major upgrades, but I think a lot of us are kind of hoping that they can kind of coach them to be a little bit better, right? I mean, Anton Harris is a perfect example of a guy that didn't seem that motivated last year. So hopefully a new coaching staff, and they've been kind of really going out there and saying they're trying to push him to do better things, and he's kind of responded to it well. So you need Anton Harrison to be good. You need Walker Little to be good. The interior offensive line, I mean, we'll see. It's a big we'll see. We just got to hope that they're middle of the pack, average at best, and we just got to hope that they can move around pretty good, because I know they're going to have the screen game for the Jaguars should be pretty good. It should be pretty good, and a lot of that's just kind of an extension of the run game. So we're going to have to really rely on our receivers to really know how to block. So other than that, I will say, speaking of the trenches, I mean, Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker, they both look poised for big years. They're both back to their most ideal weight after Ryan Nielsen kind of forced them to put on a lot of weight. So that's pretty exciting. Interior of the defensive line, we'll see. I mean, we're over here, we're giving already given Devon Hamilton Defensive Player of the Year awards, but besides that, I mean, Mason Smith is hurt. Eric Armstead, I don't know what he is. He's veteran dang off. So, hopefully he's good and well rested for week 1, right? He should be. No excuses there. So, yeah, defensive line, I do feel pretty good about the defensive line. Cornerback, it's crazy with drafting Travis Hunter, because your quarterback room and wide receiver get a lot better with just the addition of Travis Hunter. So Monteric Brown is hurt, but Tyson Campbell, another injury-prone guy, but he's apparently been having a really good camp. Jarian Jones is a guy that's also really showed up, a second-year guy out of Florida State. Jordan Lewis is going to be a good player for us to kind of stick in there. And, these cornerbacks are going to get used all the time, right? There's so many different defensive back packages now. But the question is Travis Hunter going to play? How much is he going to play, week 1 and beyond? I know. I think the thing that's going to hurt Travis Hunter the most is potentially the heat. I mean, man, this heat, like, when is he going to get a break from this heat? It's. I always forget how hot it is until like July and August roll around. But I guess he's doing it. I mean, there's plenty of, I guess, TV timeouts and everything for him to be able to get hydrated and whatnot. But I think he's going to get a lot of play week 1 on both sides of the ball. And let's just hope that he can hold up for 17 total games, right? And there's going to be a lot of versatility here. Lots of defensive backs. Caleb Ransaw is a guy that, the coaching staff likes a lot. So we'll continue to see on that aspect. Oh, another random note. I have it written down here. I want to talk about Evan Engram. So Evan Engram went out there and for some reason took shots at the Jaguars, right? He was like talking about, oh yeah, like in Jacksonville, it was easy to be the first guy out on the field. But over here for the Broncos, oh man, there's so many guys out here. First guy out, last guy out as well. So I don't know. Like for me, it's kind of like I'm not offended by it, but it's a little bit weird because he came from the Giants to the Jaguars with his name kind of being tarnished. People called him a bust, can't catch, he's awful. And then for the Jaguars, I mean, he did a lot of great things. Helped us in a playoff run in 2022. Became one of, I think, only 8 tight ends in NFL history with 100 plus receptions. The Jaguars kind of helped rejuvenate his career. And by him saying what he said, I mean, he's kind of throwing like his teammates under the bus as opposed to like the Jaguars organization. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and get all butthurt and offended by it, but I did want to talk on it. It's just, I don't know. The comments were a little bit weird. I don't really know why he made them, but I thought both sides helped each other out a lot. The Jaguars were good for Evan Engram. Evan Engram was good for the Jaguars. He didn't fit the new scheme of the new coaching staff that came in. So, they're on their way. He's at an organization right now that wants to use him, that wants him there, and he should be able to do pretty good things. So, I don't know. We'll see. Black for Cook says, I don't think his comment was offensive, just showing how bad the old regime was, that nobody was trying to play for them. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. I wanted to speak on that. I just think it's kind of weird. Like I said, I think it's kind of weird because it's not like if Gabe Davis went out there and, talked smack about the Jaguars, like, oh, I got hurt, they never let me come back, this and that. Okay, it's fine. Like, is what it is. But Evan Engram, come on, man. Come on. All right, so now that we spoke about that, I don't want to get done with this video and not talk about him. So, yeah, Devin Lloyd is being talked about. I mean, his new number 0. Hopefully he's back and he can kind of improve. I mean, every year it's like, okay, this is the year Devin Lloyd takes the big step. This is the year Devin Lloyd takes the next big step. Hasn't really happened yet. Good at run support, but I don't know if he's like, maybe he doesn't understand coverage enough to be able to be out there. Like for me, it's not a physical thing. It's more of a mental thing. But hey, maybe this year with Foye can actually playing all the snaps, maybe he can help guide him a little bit on where he needs to be. So we'll see. Some more guys. Chuma Edoga is, I guess, impressing at right guard. I'm just going through the roster right now, seeing if anybody kind of stands out. Yeah, I talked about Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I mean, everyone, by all accounts, having a pretty good training camp. Like I said earlier, man, I don't really want to judge any, because I've heard Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it's funny because I got back into listening 10XL a little bit, which I don't listen to them often, but now it's like, okay, training camp's back. I'm not at training camp, so I feel like I kind of have to listen to this to be like, kind of in the mix because they have some good guests on. But it's just like every year it's the same. Like people come on, like Frank Frangie the other day. Oh yeah, like I've been out there with Trevor. He just seems different this year. Like he takes more ownership of the offense. It's like, it doesn't always say that about him every year. Like, oh yeah, he just looks different. He made this one throw that, wow, I couldn't believe it. It's the same shit. And we'll see week 1 against the Carolina Panthers when these things actually matter, because there's a lot of good guys. And look, trust me, I'm a firm believer in Trevor Lawrence. I think he's that dude. I think he's our quarterback of the future. I love Trevor Lawrence, but I'm not. I don't know. I just people hyping them up over training camp. It's just they gotta show me a little more than that, right? Okay, so safety position. Antonio Johnson is a guy that's intriguing. So Antonio Johnson, he's going into his 3rd year on the Jaguars. Of course, he was drafted in the 2023 NFL draft. Played a little bit, rookie year, not much, but 2nd year was supposed to make that big leap. And unfortunately, it took a big step backwards. Was getting lost in coverage out there a lot. But I'm always one to say it's really hard to judge these players based on, especially in the secondary on last year, because everybody was getting lost. Ryan Nielsen was an awful defensive coordinator. And yeah, I'm willing to give this guy another chance. And it's intriguing because like he's got good size. I mean, he's 6'2", 198 is what he's listed as, but he can make a pretty good free safety if he can, how tall and lean he is. I mean, if you compare him to some of these other guys in the safety room, I mean, he's a couple inches taller than all these guys. I mean, Antonio Johnson 6'2", Rayon Lane 5'11", Eric Murray 5'11", Darnell Savage 5'11", Daniel Thomas 5'10", Andrew Whitgood 6'0". Where is? Let me see how tall. Gosh, what's the guy's name? Guy out Tulane. Caleb Bransaw 6 foot. So yeah, his measurables are about the same. But man, if he could figure it out, I mean, he's a nice cheap option at safety. And the safety room is something that I really wonder who's going to be the week 1 starter. I mean, I guess Eric Murray will be one of those guys, but it's just kind of boring to me, right? You're starting a 29-year-old safety. But yeah. Connor says Antonio Johnson played awful last year, one of the worst in the league last year. Has all the physical tools, but I don't know. Yeah, and that's why, this year I really look back on it and say, like, who from the Jaguars defense got better from 2023 to 2024? To be honest, I can't name a single player. If that's the case, you usually have to look at coaching because, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, though. We'll see if he even makes the team because it's a really, really loaded unit here. I mean, having Travis Hunter gives you room to have an extra. Travis Hunter gives you room to have an extra defensive back. Maybe they only want to keep 5 wide receivers on the roster. I don't know, but I could potentially see the Jaguars only keeping 5 wide receivers and giving an extra spot to one of these defensive backs because right now you have like 4 wide receiver locks, but the last 2 spots are kind of like up there. I mean, Cevis has been having a good camp. You also have Eli Pankel having a good camp, but really a lot of these guys, I mean, a lot of undrafted rookie free agents. Definitely some spots open, it feels like. Oscar Chamel is another familiar name going into his 3rd year out of Rice. So I don't know. That's definitely something to look at. But other than that, yeah, safety, I mean, who's going to get cut? I mean, usually you keep 4 safeties on a roster. I mean, you have, let's see, you have Caleb Bransaw, Cameron Silman Craig, the undrafted rookie out of Colorado. So he comes over with our boy Travis Hunter, Antonio Johnson, Ryan Lane, Eric Murray, Darnell Savage, Daniel Thomas, Andrew Wingard. I mean, I don't know. It feels like we're going to keep 5 safeties, right? Because a lot of these guys are too hard to cut. I mean, of course, Antonio Johnson's fighting for a roster spot, but man, he has the physical tools to do it. Darnell Savage, I mean, I could see him being potential trade bait. One of these guys that like they trade off for a 7th round pick when roster cuts are coming along. So we'll see. Is it finally time to cut ties with Daniel Thomas and Andrew Wingard? These guys have been here since the Doug Marrone days. I don't know. We'll see. Logman said today, Adoga is a mauler in the run game, pushing defenders back at yards and not giving up. Yeah. Maybe he's better fit at guard. I know for the Cowboys, he was playing tackle and he'd get blown up. Wasn't very good at tackle. So maybe it's a more natural position for him at guard, or maybe the Jaguars don't have anybody to really put up a fight in the interior defensive line right now, right? I mean, we're sitting here really relying on Mason Smith and Eric Armstead, who neither of them are practicing. People trying to sell me on Devon Hamilton right now. We'll see. Washington State Jags fan, what's up, man? Ready to whoop some ass this season? Oh man, I'm ready. I'm ready for the football season. I'm honestly ready for the first preseason game just to get things rolling. I don't really like preseason games, but it's a good like benchmark of where you are in a year, right? I mean, the NFL calendar is so full of stuff. I mean, NFL draft is so much fun. I mean, training camp starting is always a cool moment too, but nothing like first preseason game. And, once that's over, you got 2 left. Thank God we only have 3 preseason games now, right? 4 preseason games. That was kind of ridiculous. Timmy Devil says, that's what I'm thinking. We aren't good at interior defensive line. Yeah. That's unfortunately what I think. But yeah, hopefully once our Maulers and Mason Smith and Eric Armstead are back, we're going to be back. Okay. But yeah, it feels like pretty good at edge right now. And even Dewan Smoot's been helping out a lot. Dewan Smoot, that was a pretty good post-draft pickup coming back to Jacksonville. So that's pretty exciting in itself. So some more. If you guys have any more questions, I'll probably be live for another like 5 minutes and then head off. But like I said, guys, next week, AFC South Roundtable is back on Tuesday, and Wednesday, Club Jaguars back. So definitely keep in mind that you guys can be in the live chat. And now that Tony Baselli and Pete Prisco don't have a show together anymore, Club Jaguars #1 show on the web. Okay, on the internet. So you're gonna want to be there. Jaguar Man says, I can see Travis Hunter as Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah. It's usually a quarterback award. So if no quarterback goes out there and really does lost, I mean, like if Cam Ward somehow leads them to the playoffs, they'll give it to him by default. But yeah, Ashton Genty is one to compete with. Not a big quarterback class this year. I mean, Jackson Dart, is he going to play? I don't know. I mean, the Giants have Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson, so I don't know about that. Which sleeper player are you most hyped to watch in the preseason game 1, apart from the obvious like Hunter? That's a good question. I'm curious on the wide receivers, right? Joshua Cephas has been having a good camp. Is Trent Irwin going to be a good player? Eli Pankel. Eli Pankel's got some good size, 6'3", weighs 205. Damn, is he 25 years old? 25 years old at it, dude. That can't be right. He's a rookie. Eli Pankel is a rookie, but he's 25 years old. That's how old Trevor Lawrence is. Age. Yeah, he's 25 years old. That's an old rookie. Let me see. Why did he... Yeah, I don't know why he does first 3 seasons, 47 receptions. Yeah, okay. Older guy. That's fine. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, Daniel Thomas is 27. He's only 2 years older than him. Didn't even know that, but doesn't really matter. I think Jackson Dart is going to sit and learn. Yeah, most likely. I mean, are the Browns quarterbacks going to play Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders? We'll see. What does T-Law need to do to prove doubters wrong this season? I think he needs to stay healthy, first of all. Also, just win some games. I mean, nothing can earn respect back more like winning games. Put us back in the playoffs. And there'll probably still be doubters, even if he does take the playoffs. But you got to start, going back to back, right? Back to back, go win the AFC South 2 years in a row. If you're consistently in the playoffs, I mean, no one's gonna put you down, right? And win your primetime games. Don't get blown out. Week 5 we play Kansas City. Go up there, everyone's gonna be watching. Go toe for toe with Patrick Mahomes. Go outplay Patrick Mahomes. We can't keep shit in the bed in the spotlight. But I believe in him, and the coaching staff certainly does too, I think. Otherwise, I don't think they would have taken this job. But other than I don't even really know what really counts as a sleeper. I want to see. I'm sure Caleb Bransall will get a lot of play. I'm excited to see him. I mean, I think he'll play a pretty big role with the Jaguars. I mean, he was the second player the Jaguars drafted, so they definitely like him. I don't think Travis Hunter will be a better receiver than Parker Washington. Wow. That's certainly a bold take. I certainly hope he is. Parker Washington, definitely underrated. I really like Parker Washington, but man, Travis Hunter is a different beast, right? I mean, Travis Hunter, he looks a lot like Justin Jefferson, probably more like Garrett Wilson, very just twitchy and stuff. Yeah, Wyatt Milam will be interesting. I mean, honestly, the whole entire rookie class is interesting. But yeah, I want to see Milam push some guys, right? I mean, he's the only big investment the Jaguars made in the offensive line. They were just kind of signing guys to, cheap deals in free agency. And, they drafted him in the 3rd round, day 2. So that's the first real significant investment the Jaguars made in the offensive line. So Jack Kaiser is a sleeper. Yeah, that's another rookie out there to definitely look out for. But yeah, with all that said, I think that'll probably do it for this show. Appreciate all you guys for kind of being here and watching. I got a lot of Bleach Report content coming up too, so A lot of short form content coming for Bleach Report. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up this season. And once again, I plan to be live for every single Jaguars game again. That's the plan. Like last year was the first time I didn't go to a Jaguar game. And a lot of people call me, oh, you're not a true fan for that. Like the reason why I don't go to Jaguar game is because I love doing these live streams on YouTube. I love feeding off y'all's energy. It's kind of a cool memory for me to be here with my dad and brother, watching games with him. Now I have my, a baby I can bring into my live streams too. It's just, I really like it. And I feel like I can do a service sitting at home, doing play-by-play for you guys, as opposed to going to the actual games and just kind of being there by myself, right? So that's just kind of my viewpoint on it. But appreciate you guys for watching. Do me a huge favor, guys, on your way out. If you haven't, please drop a like. I don't know what the like count is on this video, but I would greatly appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next time.